Hello, my name is Jameson Thompson,
And I'm Dr. Dixon.
and we are
Arrow
Arrow
News
News
Network.
Network. Here at Clinton High, culinary arts is the most popular CTE program. We recently had a chance to talk to Chef Phillips, who was new to Clinton High this year.
My name is Chef Josh Phillips. I've been interested in cooking for as long as I can remember. I grew up in a family where my grandmother cooked a lot, and I learned a lot from her. I've been in the food service industry for over 20 years. I was interested in working at Clinton High because I live here, my kids are in the school district, and I've heard so many good things about this program. I think I'm going to be able to benefit the program by just adding my experience. My experience complements Chef Bruce's really well. We both have a diverse background, but very different things. My favorite dish to make is anything Italian. I grew up again in an Italian household, and that's just kind of my go-to. I understand breakfast is really popular here. I just plan on helping Chef Bruce in any way I can. I hope to bring some new things in. I know he did frittatas before, but maybe we can do some fresh herb frittatas and different things like that more on the regular. First day in the classroom, we just get to know each other a lot. So I ask a lot of questions about the students and what their backgrounds are. I also share a lot about my background, where I've been, where I've worked, what my education background is. We try to have a lot of fun. So just asking lots of questions and getting a lot of answers.
Hi, I'm Michael Lodi here with.
Miss Berry.
How you doing today, Miss Berry?
I'm doing great. How are you, Michael?
I'm doing well. What did you order today off the menu?
I got a cream cheese Danish and a coffee.
If there was one thing you would add to the menu, what would it be?
I'd say bring back the chicken biscuit.
Hi, I'm Michael Lodi here with.
Jonathan Smith.
How you doing today, Mr. Smith?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. What did you order today?
I got the sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
What is your favorite thing on the menu?
It has to be the chicken biscuit.
As you know, the chicken biscuit was not on the menu today. So how do you feel about that not being on the menu?
Well, I walked in today and without looking at the menu, just said chicken biscuit, and they said we don't have that. So the sadness overcame me, and it took me about 5 or 10 seconds to recover before I finally ordered sausage, egg, and cheese. So, it was a rough start to the day, but we'll overcome it.
Get prepared and everything.
Today I got here at 8:15. I was a little late.
Okay. What is the preparation process like for you all trying to make breakfast for the students?
We're working all week, preparing cinnamon rolls, frying hash browns in the morning, just always in prep.
Okay. And how glad are you that you all have started back up cooking breakfast?
It's so much fun, actually. It's just really fun to have something to do in the mornings and to feed the school. It's just really cool.
All right. And what's the most demanding part and the most rewarding part about being a culinary?
The most demanding is when you're on your feet for 2 hours a day, just working nonstop, bending over like a baking table or a stovetop in the hot air. But it's so rewarding when you see what you've created and how much joy it brings to other people.
All right. Thank you. Tomorrow, what's your favorite item on the culinary menu?
Probably iced coffee.
What's your favorite item on the menu?
Oh, the sausage and biscuit or the hash brown.
What's your favorite thing on the menu to order?
I have to say the cinnamon rolls.
We sat down with Caitlin Wilson, head coach of the volleyball team.
Hello, my name is Caitlin Wilson, and I am a teacher here at CHS as well as a coach. Conditioning season's always difficult for volleyball because we have to practice throughout the whole summer as our season starts the very first week of school. So the girls worked extra hard this summer, and they were here about 3 days a week doing weights, and then outside of that practicing 5 days a week from the very beginning of June till the end of July, and then the very first week of August. It's been really good. We have a lot of young talent, and then we also have 4 seniors that are with us this year. So it's a good mix, and everything's been going pretty well. We just have to get used to playing with each other. Our biggest rival in district is always probably going to be Madison Central. Other than that, Brandon's a top competitor this year, as they always are. I think they're doing fantastic. Their stats have been a reflection of that thus far. Our senior setter, Aaron, is leading us with assists as well as aces. Zoe Chambers is leading us in blocks as well as kills, and Leslie Largent is leading us in digs in the libero position, and Kaylee Melton as well in the DS position. Our main goal this season is to make sure that we grow on individual skills as well as work together as a whole to progress since we have such young talent coming up. So far this summer we did a team bonding activity that we surprised the girls with, and we rented one of the largest water slides in the state of Mississippi and put it in our assistant coach's yard and we had a great time, had a water balloon fight, lots of food, and of course we had lots of fun on a massive water slide. I played at Mississippi College whenever I came out of high school, and I played there for 3 years until I came here for my teaching job. Absolutely. In high school, I always loved the thought of continuing on to the next level and being a player. I never really considered being a coach at that point until I realized that my passion for coaching was actually there just as much as playing. So that it really helped me get to that level whenever I played in college, realizing we did all of these children's camps. We were able to help direct young children to the best skills, and I enjoyed that a lot.
We sat down with Judd Boswell, head coach of the Arrow football team.
I'm Michael Lodi here with
Coach Boswell.
How you doing today, Coach?
I'm really well. How are you?
I'm doing well. You guys have a big season upcoming. How do you feel about that?
We feel excited about it, number one, because it's the season is here. The grind of the summertime and fall camp is about to be over. Sunday we'll start game week and game prep for a game next Thursday night. So we're really excited. There, some unknowns that you always go into it with, and that's why, it's kind of like the preseason NFL games. They do it for a reason to get to the point they want to be in division, and that's kind of how we treat the non-conference schedule, which is really tough, and hopefully it'll prepare us for the tough Region 2 6A.
Obviously, you guys just came out of conditioning season. What was that like, and how did that go?
It went really good. It was really hot, but our guys handled it well, and I think anytime that you come out of the summer, the main thing you want to see is you want to see the participation rate. And if you've got really good participation, I think it kind of correlates to what you're going to get, the product that you're going to put on the field. And our guys did an unbelievable job of getting their tails up every morning throughout the summer and being there. And it was one of the best precipitation rates. Precipitation. How do you say it? How do you say it? What? Participation. That we've ever had, and it's been really, really exciting to have those guys there each and every day.
What is you guys' work ethic like?
What's their work ethic like?
Yes, sir.
The same thing that correlates as well, Michael, is those guys really work their tails off, and number one, it's about being there on time. When they get there, it's structured enough that they know what they have to do, and there's no slacking off of that. And you start out early in the summer. You'll start out and you'll build throughout the summer. And if they don't work and work constantly and be very diligent about what they're doing, it's not going to pay off for them. And those guys have done a really good job with that. So we're really pleased where they are condition-wise right now.
How do you think your seniors are taking this season so far?
Good. It's a good group. They like being around each other. So you just asked about that. They work really hard. They work together. They got a really good mindset about where they are. They understand the tough competition that they're facing to play each and every week, and they're ready for that.
Are there any opponents that you guys are looking forward to facing this year?
Ocean Springs, first game of the year. It's the only one that matters. Most important game of the year, just because it's the first one you play. You want to kind of put your eggs in that basket right there, all your eggs in one basket, and say, let's get off on a good start, because that's a big part of high school football, and momentum and outlook, and there's a lot of truth to how you do start out in your football year, how your school year goes. There's a lot of truth to that, and our guys don't want to let each other down, but they don't want to let the school and the community down. So you're going to see a really good product next Thursday night.
Yes, sir. Do you think there is anything that you guys can build on from last year, this year?
Number one, it was the work ethic. That was a big deal. Attitudes, being disciplined. I don't know how disciplined we were last year. And we'd like to see that number one is the main thing is staying healthy throughout the grind of this season. Injuries kind of took its toll on us like mid-year last year. And our guys did a really good job of responding and rallying around the ones that were in there. And, we had a lot of young kids to play last year. So some of them out of necessity and some of them were, man, we didn't have anybody else we had to put you in, which really works out well, you think, because there's no substitute for game experience. And our guys have a lot of game experience. So, right now it's kind of on their plate to, hey, it's getting close, and their job is to go out there and win and execute and do it at a high level.
We talked to your seniors and asked them what was their favorite moment with this football team, and a lot of the guys had different answers. Do you have a favorite moment with this group of seniors that you have?
Favorite moment? I think it's. I really don't know the answer to that question. I think it's unwritten right now. I think there's going to be a favorite moment that's going to happen. And I'm kind of looking forward to that and see how that kind of transpires.
Yes, sir. A lot of your seniors are going to be very emotional this year because it's their last year in high school. What do you think are some ways those guys can contain their emotion?
Well, number one, they all know because we talk about this a lot. They don't need to blink because it's going to be over really quick. I know it doesn't seem like that, but everybody that leaves here and graduates, and there's not a lot of people, Michael, that get a chance to play college athletics. And the ones who do, they'll come back and tell you that is a job, and they wish that they would have taken more in like the last year that they got to play because they miss it, And it's a special bond when you're around each other all the time, every day, multiple hours a day. The work you put in, and these seniors, it's hard for them to understand, but they need to cherish every bit of it because if you blink, it's going to be over, and you're going to be like, man, that was super quick. And it happens every year. So I think they're going to have a good year, and a lot of that is on them and how they approach each and every day and each game that they play, and not get distracted and be very disciplined.
Do you have any goals for your seniors after high school?
Yeah, number one, and they know this, and that's the thing about it. Some of them use it, some of them don't. But the number one thing is I want them to take away that my job here is to be that guy. When something's wrong, pick up the phone and call me and talk about it, because as you get older, life is going to test you each and every day, and I think the relationships that I've been very fortunate to have over my 23-year career, some of the best moments are when those guys pick up the phone. Hey, Coach, I just want to let you know I'm getting married. I want to let you know, hey, me and my wife are expecting a baby, and are some phone calls that are really hard to handle is, hey, Coach, I need to talk. I've got some stuff going on. So, I think that's the number one goal, is to put out there. They have a place if they need someone to talk to, but the number one goal is making them successful. However we can be successful when they leave here, because each and every day you got a choice to make, man. We can sit here and say, hey, everything's rosy. Deep down inside, there's a lot of stuff that goes on with individuals and during life. So number one thing, man, is you got to be able to handle adversity. You need to have a really good circle around you, people you hang around. That's pretty key in life.
Yeah, they influence a lot of the things that you do.
Absolutely they do. And, your true dudes that are around you, they're going to be there with you, good, the bad, and the ugly. Then you got these imposters that when bad stuff happens, you can't find them. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So those are not the type of people you want to hang around.
So you believe that overcoming adversity is one of the one of the key goals that you have for your guys?
Absolutely, yep. And I think that's what football is. I think that's why I've been around football all my life, is because it teaches you, hey man, everything's not going to be great. You got to find a way. When it goes bad, you know, when something bad happens on the field, 99% of the time you don't see me out there acting stupid and throwing fits, and I don't show a lot of emotion. I try not to in that way, because if I do that, it means it's okay, you know, for everybody else to do it, and that's not who we want to be. And but the adversity part, man, life is tough. You got to handle it, and I think that would probably be a number one goal, is to handle adversity and raise really good babies.
Yes, sir. You say that you don't like to show a lot of emotion on the field because you don't want other people to do it. So you kind of like holding up a standard for your team.
Absolutely. I don't like to show a lot of bad emotion. I like to have fun. I blew my calf muscle out last year celebrating. I like to celebrate. I like to have fun with my kids. But you know, when bad things happen, if I sit there and I lose my cool and act stupid, or I get mad at officials or kids, or you know, that's not a good look. That's not what we want to be about. Because I don't want to sit there and teach that senior that's fixing to leave, hey man, just throw down your toys and cry when things don't go your way. It's not gonna work out, you know.
Yes,
so
sir.
I try to do a really good job of not throwing fits when it comes to that. Now, when I do throw one, it's pretty bad.
Yes, sir.
And it gets some attention when I do throw one. But you know, going out there arguing with the official, it's not gonna help you. It doesn't help you one bit. It's not gonna change the call. It's probably not gonna let the next call go your way. You know, they're wrong. Everybody makes mistakes, so it's kind of the attitude I want to take. It's the attitude I want to have. I'm not saying it'll be perfect all the time.
Yes,
but,
sir.
For the most part, I'll try to be composed in situations like that.
Yes, sir, because nobody's perfect.
No, nobody's perfect.
Yes, sir. So what is you guys' main goal for this season?
Win game one.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Take it 1 week at a time.
That's right. We can't look down the road, man. We can't worry about what Starkville's doing. We can't worry about what Oxford's doing. We can't worry about what Madison, Germantown, Tupelo, Grenada. You can go down the list. You know, Brandon. I mean, these are schools that are ranked right off the bat, so they're all on our schedule. So we can't worry about that. We worry about Ocean Springs. That's the first game.
Yes, sir. Well, I wish you the best luck this season, and thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it.
Welcome to the Mic Drop. I'm your host, Michael Odie. Today we'll be talking about the Varsity Arrows football team and the Lady Arrow volleyball team. Last week, the Arrows opened up the season going up against Ocean Springs. The Arrows got off to an early start going up 6-0 in the game, but they end up coming short, losing the game 31-13. The Arrows' next game will be against Northwest Rankin this Friday, so show up and be loud. The Lady Arrows had a volleyball game last night against the Murrah Mustangs. That's all I have for this week's episode of Mic Drop. Thank you. Back to you guys.
We hope you enjoyed our news show.
Comment and let us know how we did.